So welcome to another week. I hope you guys are ready for this week. So these are the 5 markets we are looking to trade. So we'll go through all of them one by one. So first one is AUD USD. AUD USD is one of my favorite markets this week because it's very clear. So if we go to weekly time frame, then we see it's making high highs and high lows. So weekly is bullish. Here, high low, high high, high low, high high, and now the price has come to our area of interest. Same with daily as well, making high highs and high lows. And now the price is at our area of interest where we are looking to enter for our buys. Right, and what I'm gonna do is I'll drop down to 1 hour and then wait for the shift of structure and my entry confirmation, which will be the bullish engulfing, and then hopefully we'll aim for the next structure point on the daily, which is this one, which should give us a good RR. So something like this one here. So almost about 1 to 3 risk to reward, which is a good one. So yeah, we'll see how it goes in the London session tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. That's what I'm looking for on AUD USD. Next one is CAD JPY. CAD JPY on the weekly it's bullish, and if we drop down to daily, then daily is bearish, making high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, and then the price has broken below the previous high low, so now the price is bearish. So now I'm just waiting for the price to come back to my area of interest, and then we look for sells. So now the weekly is bullish, that's why this I've marked this weekly area of interest, because this is a counter trend trade. We are going against the trend at the moment. So what I need is daily and 4 hour to be in sync, which 4 hour at the moment is bullish, and it has to be to reach to the area of interest. But if you look on the right, it's a head and shoulder pattern. So now the price has gone below. Now I'm waiting for the price to come back, retest the neckline of the head and shoulder, and then we'll look for sells. And we wanna exit just before the price reaches to the weekly area of interest, because it can potentially go back up, and that could be our second trade in CAD JPY, where we wait for the price to come back to this weekly area of interest and then look for our entries and then buy. So probably gonna happen in next week or maybe a week after, but we'll see. For at the moment we are looking for sells from this area, and the same thing will drop down to the lower time frames and wait for the shift of structure, and then entry signal, which will be the bearish engulfing. So I hope you guys know what's the shift of structure is. So when the price is making high highs and high lows, now this market is bullish, and when price breaks below this last high low, now it has potentially shifted the structure, and then we'll wait for the retest of the previous high low, and then we'll look for our entries on in here. And then since the market has turned bearish here, so we'll look for sells. So that's all I'm gonna wait for on this smaller time frames, and then the engulfing candle, which will be this one here. So one candle and then engulfed by the other one. So since it's gonna be bearish, then let me change the color. It should be like this one. So yeah, bullish candle engulfed by the red bearish candle. So that's all I'm looking for. So same, we have to wait for London session to pop in, and then we'll look for our potential entries and all. Okay. So the next one is NZD-USD. NZD-USD on the weekly it's bearish. Why? Because it was making lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price breaks above this previous lower high, which makes it bullish, and high low, high high. Now the price has broken again this previous high low, so now the price is bearish on weekly. And if we drop down to the daily time frame is also bearish from making high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, and then price has broken below this previous high low, so now the price on the daily is also bearish. So we got two time frames in sync. Now we're just waiting for the price to come back to the area of interest, and that's where we look for our entries. And the price should hopefully reject the EMA, the round psychological level, and the area of interest. So we just have to patiently waiting for the price to go back, tap into our area, and give us some kind of rejection. So hopefully should happen till Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just wait. Okay, next one is Euro USD. Euro USD on the weekly, if we look, the price is super bullish because this is the higher high and this is the higher low. The price is still in between these high high and high low. So weekly is still bullish. If we drop down to daily is bearish because this was the high high and this one was the high low. Price has broken below this high low, so now it's potentially making the lower low and this becomes the lower high. So we are just waiting for the price to come back to one of our areas. So either this one, or this one. Because we marked all the areas of potential areas of interest which we think the price can come back to. So if you look at this one, then we got 1 touch point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a very good area of interest. If you look at the second one, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also a good one. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5, and this, yeah, that's it. So we should have like minimum of 3 touches for it to be considered as an area of interest. So we got 8, 7, and 5 touches. So these all are valid area of interest. So we're gonna be just waiting for the price to come back to any of the areas, and then look for potential sells. So we got daily bearish and 4-hour bearish, and weekly is bullish. So it's a counter trend trade, but we got 2 time frames in sync. Yeah, we just have to wait. And I have not marked my area of interest on the weekly, but if we want to mark it out, then okay, so this can be our one of the weekly area of interest. Which before which we should exit our trade, since it's a counter trend trade. So yeah, and then whenever the price reaches to this area of interest, then we can look for buys. So same as AUD USD, sorry, not the AUD USD, CAD JPY. We're looking for sells at the moment, but as soon as it's about to reach the weekly area of interest, we should exit our trade. So that's the same case with Euro USD. We are looking for sells at the moment, and before it reaches to the weekly area of interest, we should exit this trade and look for the potential buys from this area of interest. So yeah, So we got this one and this one, which is counter trend trades, and this one is all three are in sync. AUD, USD, also 4 hour is bearish at the moment. Actually 4 hour is bullish as well. So this is the high and this one is the high low. So price is bullish on the 4 hour as well. So let me change it. There we go. So we got all these 3 time frames in sync, and we're getting these rejections as well. So hopefully tomorrow we can enter on AUD USD if it gives the signal on the smaller time frames, like 2 hour, 1 hour, or 30 minutes, whichever one is clear. Okay, and the last one is GBP CAD. So GBP CAD on the weekly, if we look, then it's bullish. Why? Because it was making lower highs, lower low, sorry, high lows, high high, high lows, high high. Price has broken below this previous high low, making it bearish, and then price has broken again below this lower low, still bullish, and now the price has broken above this previous lower high, which makes it bullish. So weekly is bullish. If we drop down to daily, then daily is also bullish. So this pair, GBP CAD, I don't like it personally because you see all this mess and all, but just like I strongly believe that price will come back to this previous structure point, and then give me a rejection and basically this area of interest. So I've marked 3 area of interest: this one, and this one. So I strongly believe that price will come back to this area of interest, and then give me my it should give me my all the confidences, and that's where we should look for our buys. But it's not very clear looking trade, so that's why it's at the very end on my list. Well, we'll see. Hopefully you never know, things can get more clear when it's time to enter. So yeah, so then same thing, I'm gonna look for the entries on the smaller time frames, whichever one is clear, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours. So yeah, these were all the markets which I'm interested in trading this week. If you guys have the same market, let me know, and that's all. And we'll see how it went on Friday when I do the last week's analysis. So yeah, have a safe trade.